welcome back to my channel. It's your girl IAmCleopatra O, and I'm back here with another video. And as you can see, this time I'm not alone. Hubby is here, and we are finally here to answer your we're finally here to answer your Q&As about marriage and all of that. So I asked you guys to send us some questions, and you guys delivered as usual. So we are finally here to answer your questions. So do you want to go first?
Okay. Why didn't you have rehearsals before this? Yeah, first question is, do you and your hubby do date nights, and how often should a couple have date nights?
I'll allow you to answer that question.
Date nights, yes, sometimes we do. So we don't have specific days where we have date nights. So almost every night we're seeing a movie together. Sometimes we get drinks, and yeah, we get like a bottle of wine, and yeah, we just chill. And yeah, if it's about going out, well, it's coronavirus. So the last time we went out was I think that was early this year. That was even last year, right? It was last year. It was last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the last time we went out like together. But yeah, date nights, movie nights. Yeah, movie nights is almost every night, anyways. But yeah, sometimes you make it more special, and yeah, you have drinks. You order drinks. You get pizza, whatever, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And about how it says also, how often should a couple have date night? As much as you can. I'd say, especially if you guys don't have a child yet, try to have as many as you can, because definitely if you're having 6 when you don't have a child, I'm sure by the time you have a child you need to like reduce up to 2, because there's an extra human that you have to take care of. So I don't think there's a limit or there's a specific amount. Just as much as you can. The fact that you're married doesn't mean that you are not dating each other. You're still dating each other even as you're married. So have as many date nights as you can.
Yeah, just make it natural.
Yeah.
It can be anything. But yeah, if you're not having it and it's a problem, then yeah, you can just set out your calendar and say, this day we would always have date nights every second Friday or every third Friday. That's if it's not coming naturally, or you keep forgetting and you find out you're not spending enough time together. Then you can do that.
Next question is, when you're hurt or angry with your spouse, what do you do?
You answer, you start that one.
I am that kind of attention seeker. So when I'm hurt or angry, I just start talking too much. Like, I'm always like, oh, you did this to me, you did not do this, you did not say this to me, you did not do this, I don't like it, like that kind of person. And even though I'm angry at the person, even though I'm angry at him, I'm not that kind of person that will just keep to myself and like say, no, I'm not going to talk to you. That is actually the moment I want you to talk. Like, I'll just like maybe go around the house and start saying things like under my voice, just because I want you to react and like speak to me.
Yes, and because I know that's what she wants, I purposely not respond.
And then exactly, and then I get to.
When she's tired, she will calm down. Like babies when they're crying, you just leave them to cry, and when they are done crying, they'll sleep off. So I just leave her alone. Keep shouting. I just leave you alone, and then go out.
And the thing with him is that he will actually do that, and then wait. Then he knows when like I'm not angry anymore. It's like, what, I'm done, because I see that my plan is not working. And then he just continues, and then he starts talking to me like if nothing happened.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, because sometimes it's just because of unnecessary things that this lady here will just be ranting in the house, just ranting for unnecessary things, and I'll just be like, why? But ladies, for me, whenever she gets me angry, I don't like stress. Just don't stress me. just keep quiet and don't say anything again and just leave me. Don't say anything again until you're ready to apologize. If you cannot apologize, then don't say anything, because I don't want to hear trying to justify why you did this or why this happened. No.
It's okay. When you're angry, what do you do?
Don't ask me.
No, what do you do when you're angry? Because this question goes to both. What do you do when you're angry?
I already said it now. What I do when I'm angry?
No.
Talk to me, but I shout out. I just keep saying, "Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. I don't want
Just
to."
leave me alone. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood of this. I'm just like.
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to talk.
That sentence, legit. When I hear that, I'm just like, okay.
I'm not in the mood. Just leave me alone. And the annoying thing about her is she would not keep looking for my trouble. When I say I'm not in the mood, just leave me
That's
alone.
when I'm not calm. I start caressing
annoyed
me.
me, or someone has annoyed me. I'm like, but the funny thing is, when she doesn't do that, I get angry. Now, why didn't you do that? But when she does it,
you also complain. So I'm just like, okay. Well, anyways.
Well, that's marriage for you.
Exactly. But yeah, but also just to say as well is that all of this happens when we're angry. But the most important thing is that the anger doesn't go to the following day. Mm-hmm. So anything that happened that night, the next day
we sleep on it. The next morning.
The next morning is like good morning.
It's
not bad morning. It's gone. Like if you even bring it up, my husband will just tell you that it has passed. So why are you bringing it up again, basically?
What do you see as the strengths in marriage?
In your marriage.
Oh, in your marriage? I don't understand this question.
Like, what are the strengths in our marriage?
Maybe you go first, then I understand the question.
I'd say communication. That's that's one of the strengths. We're that kind of person that we say everything. Well, at least on my side, I know that I say everything. I don't keep things to myself. So if I'm hurt, you will know I'm hurt. It's not that he will now have to sit down and contemplate on the mood I am. No, because I am saying it out. So, I mean, you have it there. You don't need to start thinking that, oh, is she happy? Is she sad? This is something going on. No, I'm saying it. And I think that is also very, very important, because, to be sincere, let us be frank, we can't read our minds. If you don't open your mouth to say what is wrong with you, if you're in a good state or in a bad state, your spouse will not know what's going on with you.
She relationship expert. Go on.
Oh gosh. But yeah, that I would say one of our strengths. So I don't know if one of our strengths.
I think another thing is oneness. In the sense that how do I put it? In the sense that my wife and myself, we are one, and whatever I say, whatever I say, if you ask my wife, she would also say the same thing. And it's like that for us. Like like we are one. We think alike, in a way. We have the same views towards things. So it just makes our life, and living together just easier. You will not go behind my back and say, Goki said this. My wife will be like, no, Goki cannot say that. And you will not come to me and tell my wife said this. And I will tell you, no, my wife cannot say that. So, it's just that I can really predict my wife, and she can also predict me. So I think that's one strength that we think alike.
I think another one I would say is decision making. We're that kind of couple that literally everything that has a decision, that we have to take a decision on, must be spoken about before. Like, even if it's just to ask her, oh, I have this idea, what do you think? And maybe just a yes or no question, we are still going to ask that question to each other.
Yeah, it gets very annoying sometimes. She annoys me sometimes.
Yeah, because literally it has gotten to that point where I can be at a store and just call him just because I want him to confirm that, okay, it's okay for me to go ahead with this thing. And then at that point it's maybe like in the middle of a meeting and I'm calling like 10 times.
I'm like, is this what you're calling me for?
Just to like, can I get green banana or yellow banana?
I'm like, is this what you're calling
And then
me?
you'll be like, are you serious? So you cannot know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's for me it's a strength, because I know that there are actually some people that take decisions without asking their spouse, and then at the end it actually becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, we never get a problem, because we know that before going ahead with that thing, my spouse is aware of it. So okay, so another question says, how has it been so far?
You want to go? You want me to go?
You can go.
So how has it been so far? It's been sweet. It's been wahala. And it's been sweet. So yeah, so far it's been interesting. It's been about getting to understand the person you're living with more. It's been about fighting battles together. It's been about having problems that you need to solve for somebody, and you can't go to bed without solving that for the person. It's been about caring for someone else other than yourself, and even putting that person first, even before you. So it's been interesting, and I won't lie to you. Sometimes it's been annoying. Yeah, I won't lie to you. Yeah, marriage is sweet, but there are times where you get angry with the person you're married to, and you're like, God, where did I get this girl from, for Christ's sake? I used to tell her, like, where did I get you from, for Christ's sake? But still, you're stuck to this person.
Yeah.
And that's just that.
So the next question is, how do you know if you're mature enough for marriage? Let me tell you the truth. There is no age specifically that makes you qualified to now go into marriage. Obviously, yes, we have the fact that you have to be 18 plus, but that is just something that, that is just stated by the law. But talking about maturity, there is no age that makes you basically mature to get married. I would say ask yourself some questions. I'm sure that everyone has said that marriage is not only the sweeter part, as we also said before. There's also this bitter part, but not bitter that to make you hate the person that you love, but obviously bitter that will actually make you even more matured in the marriage, and make you even stronger to face greater things that are going to come your way. But talking about age, there is no specific age. I'd really say speak to yourself. Do you feel you're ready? Is the person that you're getting married to ready? Are you ready for the struggles? Are you ready for the battles that are going to come your way? And are you ready to be one with that person? Because the most important thing you also have to remember is that battles are going to come your way, but the most important thing is that you guys remember that it's you and the person against the battle, not you against your spouse. So both of you are a team, and you now have to fight greater things. Are you ready for that battle? Do you think you can, stand by your husband in such times? If your mind or spirit says that you're ready, then pray about it and go for it.
Yes, yeah, I think you can never be fully ready for marriage. So there's no such thing as this person is matured enough for marriage. You would never be, because you would never know what to expect when you get married, and it's actually when you get into the marriage that you begin to get ready for marriage.
Yeah.
So it's when you are in the marriage that you learn what it is to be married to someone.
Yes.
So so there's no such thing as are you matured. Yeah, you need to be matured, yes, in the sense that can you take care of yourself? Are you responsible enough? So marriage is responsibility. It's a very, very huge responsibility. And if you are an irresponsible person, then don't consider it. So for me, I would say the most important thing is being responsible. Are you responsible? If your answer to that question is I don't think I'm responsible enough for myself. Because it's not just going to be yourself when you get married, it's going to be someone else. And marriage is a two-way street. You need to get somebody who's responsible for the person self already, and you yourself, you need to be responsible for yourself. So you need to be a responsible person, and the person you're getting married to as well needs to be responsible. You need to make sure that, so it's not just about you being ready for marriage, it's about the other person as well. Is this person also responsible enough to, you know, take care of me? When I talk about responsible enough to take care of me, I'm not talking about being able to spend and cater for the family, or be the one being the doing everything, paying all the bills. And that's not what I mean. I mean being responsible emotionally, in different ways. And I know the finance part is another part as well, but I can tell you that's like the least of it all in marriage. That's the least thing in marriage. It's the least thing. It makes marriage sweet, fine, when there is money, but that would not sustain the marriage. You know, the person needs to be responsible, especially for guys. The guy needs to be very responsible, because there can be cases where there's no money in the house. Will you buy food for yourself as the guy, or will you buy food for your wife and children? You know, some people will eat first. We were watching a movie yesterday, myself and my wife, and this man's family, they were starving at home, and he was outside or somewhere, and he had like a 3-square meal, and you know, that's how you know an irresponsible man. So make sure the person you're getting married to, guys, make sure the lady is responsible. In most cases, the man needs to take the lead, right? But still, you want to get married to someone that is responsible, someone that can take care of you. Because in marriage, you take care of the other person, and the other person takes care of you.
Yeah, because we're both helpmates. Yeah.
So there's no such time. Once you feel you are emotionally stable, that's another thing as well. Not that at any small thing you break down. I wouldn't ask that kind of person to go into marriage until you are stable, and you can hold yourself accountable to things you do, and the other person as well. So there's no such time as I'm ready for marriage. There's no age to that, but it's always good to make sure it's the right time you're getting into it.
How does it feel to be married in the 20s? Like, because we got married very early, and like...
You didn't get married in the 20s?
Yes, I did. I was exactly 20.
Oh, you're 20 again. Sorry.
Yeah, it was just some months. I was a fresh 20.
Okay. Are you 20 already? Huh?
Oh my God!
I didn't know you were already 20, because you still act like you are 14 or 13.
Can you imagine talking about being mature?
But
yeah, I got the question of how did you feel to get married at 20, like we're very young and everything. Guys, anytime you guys ask that question, like I really go speechless. I really don't know what to answer, because it's different for everyone. It's different for everyone. We all have different paths. God has set that. Some people are going to get married at 29. Some people are going to get married at 26. Some people are going to get married at 20. And I fell into the category of 20. But the funny part was just that my mom said that when I was a kid, I actually said I was going to get married at 20, and it actually happened. But I never had that in mind. Like, so don't think that I was basically having that as my goal. It was never my goal to be said. I never even remember that I said anything like that. But I'll just say it was all God, and it just felt like that was the right moment, and the right person also had come my way. So why not? Because to be sincere, there was one thing that my husband said when my family was not really understanding why I wanted to get married that early. Because, tell you the truth, it's not that easy as it seems to get married at 20. It's not like everyone is going to be like, oh wow, go ahead. No, because it's a huge responsibility. So no parent, no family would want to give out their son or daughter at a very early age, because they know that they have been in the marriages, they know what it comes with, and they will not want you to walk out from that union, right? Yeah. Especially coming from two Christian homes, right? So it was something that was very important. But for us, it felt like it was the right moment. And my husband said something. He was like, I know you're the right person. We know it's the right time. Or even if we decide to wait 3 more years, I'm still going to get married to you. So why not get married now and build up each other? Because then in 3 years' time, you would have achieved greater things. You would have fulfilled whatever God had already written that you guys were going to fulfill in 2020, you know. And that thing really struck me. Like, I was like, that is so true. Because what was I going to gain waiting 3 years? It already felt like we already known each other. Like, we were talking about it recently that I think got a reminder from Snapchat the first day he came to Sweden to meet me, and it was just like 3 years ago, and I told him that it feels like I've known you like 16 years.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we're just like, what would we have gained if we had waited 3 years? Maybe by now all the things that we have achieved now
We wouldn't have.
is now will be starting.
We wouldn't have.
We wouldn't have, and see how the world, like for example, we got married exactly 1 year or some few months. It's just few months before COVID, like 6 months before COVID. So maybe by now we wouldn't have been married. This is now how we'll be praying unto God that God please help us so that we can have our wedding. So there are a lot of things that really gave us the sign that that was our time to get married. That was really our time to get married, because maybe by now we wouldn't be married, but not because we would have realized that we're not made for each other, but just because things around us wouldn't have allowed us to get married, and that was what God maybe was trying to prevent for us. So there is no particular reason on why we got married at 20. It was just God's timing. That's what I'll just say. Just God's timing. I don't know if you have anything else to say.
I don't have anything to say. Yes, yeah, it felt like it was the right time, and there was no point stretching it out. There was no point stretching it out. I've always wanted to get married early. That's one thing. So, yes, I knew, I found a good woman, which is very, very tough to find. My brothers out there, we know it's the truth. So once you find a good one, you hold it down, and so it happened. And like my wife mentioned, she said the reason why some parents are hard, they say at XYZ age, you don't get married, that's not the right time, and it's actually true, because marriage is for mature people. That's just the truth. If you're not matured in marriage, you have lots of problems. I'm not saying you would walk out of the marriage, no, but you have lots of problems. That's why I think some families or some people will say, yeah, you need to get married once you're, 27, 28. But the truth is, even someone who is over 30 might still not be matured at that age, But my wife, and she was, I met her when she was 18, or I met you.
Yeah, I was 18, and then we started dating when I was 19.
19, yeah. I met her when she was 18, and she was really matured. Let me just add something. There's also nothing different there's not much difference between dating someone and being married. It's the same thing. The only difference is that you are stuck to this person once it's marriage. So why not move, and make things official instead of staying and wasting time and years trying different people. So that, just wanted to add that as well.
That is so true also, because you're already being committed in the relationship by staying faithful to the person, loving the person and everything. So make it official.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, that was all about the Q&As, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it.
Yes, we did.
And I hope that you... Sorry guys that we're always looking at this side. I have my monitor here, so that's why. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed having hobby on this video, and stay tuned for more marriage videos. And
Money.
but But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and obviously if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to comment and share. Guys, I want to hear comments. Let's discuss. Marriage is that topic that anytime it comes like, so let's talk about it. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get to know every time I post something new. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye.
So thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to my wife's YouTube channel. If you don't subscribe, I'm gonna come to your house and take your phone and subscribe by myself. You want to see crazy, and you will see crazy. Bye guys.